Solana value equivalent to $196.54 a coin. The present exchange cost range, $193.84, $197.71. The earlier day close, $194.28. The change was plus 226, plus 116%. Converse rate, US to Sol. Dollar to Solana gauge for June 2024. To start with, cost at 333 coins. Exorbitant costs on 333, while lows on 269. They found the middle value of costs on 306. The US to Sol gauge toward the month's ends on 287, change for June 13.8%. US to Sol expectation for July 2024. In the first place, cost at 287 coins. Exorbitant costs were 24, while lows on 282. They found the middle value of costs on 299. The US to Sol gauge toward the month's ends on 301, change for July 4.9%. Dollar to Solana gauge for August 2024. In the first place, cost at 301 coins. Exorbitant costs at 301, while lows on 243. They found the middle value of costs on 276. The US to Sol estimate toward the month's ends on 260, change for August 13.6%. US to Sol expectation for September 2024. First and foremost, cost at 260 coins. Exorbitant costs on 260, while lows on 209. They found the middle value of costs on 238. The US to Sol estimate toward the month's ends on 224, change for September 13.8%. Dollar to Solana estimate for October 2024. Before all else, cost at 224 coins. Excessive costs on 224, while lows on 180. The arrived at the midpoint of cost on 205. The US to Sol figure toward the month's ends on 193, change for October 13.8%. US to Sol expectation for November 2024. Before all else, cost at 193 coins. Excessive costs on 193, while lows were 166. The arrived at the midpoint of costs on 183. The US to Sol figure toward the month's end point 178, change for November 7.8%. Dollar to Solana conjecture for December 2024. At the outset, cost at 178 coins. Excessive costs on 184, while lows on 160. The arrived at the midpoint of costs on 173. The US to Sol conjecture toward the month's ends on 171, change for December 3.9%. US to Sol expectation for January 2025. Initially costed 171 coins. Excessive costs on 171, while lows to 138. The arrived at the midpoint of costs on 157. The US to Sol figure toward the month's ends on 148, change for January 13.5%. Dollar to Solana figure for February 2025. Initially costed 148 coins. Excessive costs on 155, while lows on 135. The arrived at the midpoint of costs on 146. The US to Sol figure toward the month's ends on 144, change for February 27%. US to Sol expectation for Walk 2025. In the first place, costed 144 coins. Excessive costs on 152, while lows on 132. The arrived at the midpoint of costs on 142. The US to Sol figure toward the month's ends on 141, change for spring 1%. Dollar to Solana figure for April 2025. Initially costed 141 coins. Excessive costs on 142, while lows to 123. The arrived at the midpoint of costs on 235. The US to Sol figure toward the month's ends on 132, change for April 6.4%. US to Sol expectation for May 2025. Before all else, costed 132 coins. Excessive costs on 141, while lows on 123. The arrived at the midpoint of costs on 132. The US to Sol figure toward the month's ends on 131, change for May's 8%. Dollar to Solana figure for June 2025. Before all else, costed 131 coins. Excessive costs on 138, while lows up on 120. The arrived at the midpoint of costs on 129. The US to Sol figure toward the month's ends on 128, change for June 3%. US to Sol expectation for July 2025. At the outset, costed 128 coins. Excessive costs on 128, while lows on 103. The arrived at the midpoint of costs on 118. The US to Sol conjecture toward the month's ends on 111, change for July 13.3%. Dollar to Solana conjecture for August 2025. Initially costed 0.111 coins. Excessive costs on 142, while lows on 111. They arrived at the midpoint of costs on 124. The US to Sol figure toward the month's end on 132, change for August 18.9%. US to Sol expectation for September 2025. Initially costed 0.132 coins. Excessive costs on 169, while lows to 132. They arrived at the midpoint of costs on 148. The US to Sol figure toward the month's end on 157, change for September 18.9%. Dollar to Solana estimate for October 2025. First and foremost cost at 0.157 coins. Exorbitant costs under than 72, while lows to 149. They found the middle value of costs on 160. The US to Sol estimate toward the month's end on 160, change for October 19%. US to Sol expectation for November 2025. First and foremost cost at 160 coins. Exorbitant costs on 163, while lows on 142. They found the middle value of costs on 154. The US to Sol gauge toward the month's ends at 152, change for November 5%. Dollar to Solana gauge for December 2025. In the first place, cost at 0.152 coins. Exorbitant costs on 94, while lows are 152. They found the middle value of costs on 170. The US to Sol gauge toward the month's ends on 181, change for December 19.1%. US to Sol expectation for January 2026. Initially cost at 181 coins. Excessive costs on 181, while lows on 145. They arrived at the midpoint of costs on 166. The US to Sol figure toward the month's ends on 156, change for January 13.8%. Dollar to Solana figure for February 2026. To start with, cost at 0.156 coins. Exorbitant costs on 99, while lows are 156. They found the middle value of costs on 174. The US to Sol gauge toward the month's ends on 185, change for February 18.6%. US to Sol expectation for Walk 2026. To start with, cost at 0.185 coins. Exorbitant costs on 37, while lows on 185. They found the middle value of cost on 207. The US to Sol gauge toward the month's ends on 20, change for spring 18.9%. Dollar to Solana gauge for April 2026. In the first place, cost at 220 coins. Exorbitant costs on 82, while lows on 220. They found the middle value of costs at 246. The US to Sol gauge toward the month's ends on 262, change for April 19.1%. US to Sol expectation for May 2026. Before all else, cost at 262 coins.